Hey, what's good everyone? So today we are gonna look at 3 pairs of sneakers that I bought. Don't ask me how I ended up with 3 pairs, but this is gonna be a shootout. And for some reason I've been craving for an all leather low top sneaker now for a while, and something that I'm not usually buying, especially not in the summertime, and I haven't bought anything like this in ages. But I think I'm just trying to achieve a certain look that you only get with this type of sneakers. So here we go. First off, it is the Nike Air Force 1 Low. Second, it is the Nike Air Jordan 1 Low, and third is the Adidas Rivalry Low, and we're gonna break it down into 4 categories. That's looks, fit, materials, craftsmanship, and comfort. And we are going to have a look if the German sneaker is going to be able to beat the American competition, so stay tuned. So the Nike Air Force 1 Low is the one shoe that started this whole quest. I never had an Air Force 1 Low. I do have a duck boot, but never an Air Force 1. And I think it's just a great look, and probably something that every sneaker fan should have in their collection. It is a staple style-wise. I think it is a style that you cannot achieve with any other sneakers. So for look so far, I think it's just super dope, especially here in the Rucker Park edition. They really did a great job look-wise. The white with the orange and also the orange stitching and the pebbled leather on the swoosh, I think just looks awesome. And what made me fall in love with this one is that mesh tongue here. Open pole mesh, something that I have not seen on any other Air Force 1 before. And I really, really like this. So looks-wise, this is just awesome. But quality-wise, it's complicated. This is not the first one that I ordered. I did want to get the Rucker Park initially, but upon a recommendation of a friend, I bought the Craft version. He said if you only want to have one Air Force 1 in your collection, you should get a Craft. I bought the black pair. I wanted to paint the swoosh white, but when it arrived, I wasn't thrilled at all. It was too much of everything, like they overdid it somehow, you know? If you try to achieve something, but even though you're doing everything you can, you're still underachieving. Somehow it was too much of everything. It was too soft, too black, too matte. The leather was too pebbled, and too many quality issues. I had different cut panels on the shoe and didn't like it one bit, returned it right away, and I bought this one instead. But I had to order this one 3 times as well to get a pair that I liked. With this one as well, I had different cut panels, so the height was different here, so it looked funky. Then on the inside, the collar was cut lower on one side, so it looked off. Then I had a huge bump in the midsole here on one pair. I had a cliff toe at the toe box at one pair, so nothing that I'm really thrilled. So make sure if you buy a Nike or an Air Force 1 that you either buy in store where you can compare both of the shoes, or you buy online where you can return them. So in case something's wrong with them, you can return them and buy another pair. I'm happy with the one that I have now, no issues so far. And I really, really like this. Materials here are not so great, I have to admit, just an average Air Force 1 material. It is a little bit plasticky or like cardboard, and it really, really creases quickly, as you can see on my pair. I haven't worn these outside, just tried them on in the apartment. And it's okay. It's nothing really special, like I said, mediocre. If you are familiar with Air Force 1, that's exactly the same stuff that you're getting. I do like that they gave this a pebbled swoosh, but if they would have given this better materials, I think they would have knocked this Rucker Park out of the Rucker Park. Pun intended. Sizing, that where it gets funky. A lot of people say that the Air Force 1 fits big. Kind of have to agree, kind of have to disagree. I think lengthwise these are absolutely true to size, but they are just so damn wide. So if you have a wide foot, go with a true size. If you have a normal or narrow foot, these are gonna be big for you, just wide, and the circumference is just just massive. If you have a normal or narrow foot like me, you have two options. Either you size down a half size if you can live with a snug fit, or do it like me. If you want to have more room in the toe box here, lengthwise, I need that room. Put in an additional insole. I'm not sure who the sneaker was intended for fit-wise, but it must be people with just white foot or just hobbits, no idea. Anyone with a normal foot is probably gonna have issues here. The insole that I put in is going to reduce the height, which is problematic for me. It's just the circumference that it always feels loose, so, but with the insole, it fixes that problem. My rating at the end of the video, so next one. So next up is the Nike Air Jordan 1 Low called Purple. This one here, really dig the colorway, black and purple. Purple is one of my most favorite colors, so I had to get him, especially because of this white tongue here. I think it looks super dope. I'm probably gonna put in some neon green laces to give this a Joker vibe, which makes it pop a little as well. It does remind me of a Nike SB Dunk from a couple of years back, which had a gray midsole. Very similar in looks actually. So this just looks super clean as well. Material wise, don't expect too much of them. It is an Air Jordan 1 Low. It is okay. It is a little bit better than the Air Force 1. That means the material is a little bit softer, but it's gonna crease as well. But it's also plasticky. I don't think the top here is real leather. Underneath is a real leather, but a cheap one, and they just put a vinyl coating on top of it to make it look like leather. But it is, like I said, a little bit better than the Air Force 1. So you are getting what you're paying for at around 100 euros. So it is okay in my book. This is probably gonna be a great beater for fall, winter time, because you can just wipe it off, and the fit is a lot better. This absolutely fits true to size. No sizing issues here. It's not too wide, it's not too long, nothing. The only issue that I had with this one as well is a little bit of the construction. This panel here on the inside is cut a little bit different in the width. I have no idea how much time Nike workers have to produce a shoe. It can't be a lot, so they're just gonna dash them out as quick as they can. But it's still acceptable. So, and as this one was the last pair that I bought from Poland, I didn't want to return them. These released, I think, in May and re-released after I bought them, of course, but even on the Nike website, these sold out pretty quickly again. So, happy to be able to add these to the collection, and my rating for these also at the end of the video. So, next. Here it is, the Adidas Rivalry Low. This one features a nice, very nice lavender and peach on the shoe. The main color on the shoe is a cream white or off-white, and I think this is just a banging colorway. I bought this while I was exchanging the Air Force 1 because I was so let down by the quality and everything that I wanted to try out this one, and I have to be honest, I do not regret having gotten these. I think the colorway is super clean. Especially the lavender and peach color here just gives this a very nice summer vibe. Really like this. This is a classic, just like the Air Force 1. And interesting fun fact is Adidas contact a lot of collectors who own this shoe in various sizes to reconstruct this shoe up to the original spec. So this is as close to the OG that you can get. Quality wise, this thing is really nuts. The leather on this shoe is outstanding. I bought this for 50 euro and something, like 52, 54 euros or something, and materials are just awesome. It has an awesome leather, just feels great to the touch. There are no quality issues here with the panels. Everything is cut the way it is supposed to be cut. Both shoes are completely identical. The only gripe that I don't have with the shoe, but other people might have with the shoe, is the shape of the toe. This is very narrow. Even I, with my narrow feet and, well, flat feet or flat toes, I can feel the top of this toe box here. So if you have a wide foot, either these are not for you at all, or you want to size up a half size. These fit true to size, by the way, and the comfort on the shoe is also very good, just as on the Air Force One. I think it's a very comfortable sneak and something that I definitely see myself wearing a whole day. So in that regard, this shoe definitely is worth getting, especially for the price that you can find these for. Stunning sneaker, I think, and this will bring us to the final result of this shootout. Which one is my most favorite one? So here we have all of them, all three of them. Let's start with the Air Force One. If this had better leather and not these quality issues that I had with them, this might be on a tie with the Adidas. I'm deducting 1 point for the leather. I'm deducting 1 point for the craftsmanship. So this has a total of 8 points out of 10. Now to the Air Jordan 1 Low. I'm deducting 1 point for the leather. I'm deducting half a point for the quality issue that I had on the inside of the shoe. And I'm deducting half a point for the comfort, because this is the least comfortable out of the three. And finally, the Adidas Rivalry Low. I'm deducting 1 point for the fit, simply because I just cannot speak only for myself, also have to speak for other people. And just because the toe box is so narrow and so flat, some people might be having issues with this one, so I'm deducting a point here for the fit. But other than that, materials, the comfort on the shoe, and craftsmanship are just outstanding. So Rivalry Low is the winner, 9 out of 10 points. This one here is 8 out of 10 points, pretty high for Nike though. And this one also 8 out of 10 points. I think all of them are great choices for the summertime. Depending on which one you prefer, I think you're faring well with either of them. But for me personally, this one here is a real surprise. I do not buy many Adidas sneakers, but this one really even made me want to get the high top version. Still thinking about that one. This is really good. So that's it for today with the Adidas Rivalry Low, the Air Jordan 1 Low, and the Air Force 1 Low. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the shootout, and I hope I'm gonna see you next time in another video. So until next time, thanks for watching, and until then, bye bye.